So a very funny thing, if you haven't noticed it in your life now, it's a very common and relative thing, is likes attract likes. Meaning, similar things attract similar things. Misery likes company, productive people attract productive people. And it's the same in business. Business attracts business, which is a good thing. Hopefully, over time, the right business will attract the right kind of business for you. But I was wanting to talk a little bit about something that you should probably be aware of, and that is startups tend to attract sharks. You could probably say they're other businesses or services that are provided to people when they first get started out, when it's a service that's not really needed. It's more of kind of a gimmick. As soon as someone sees a startup come into play, for them, if they're any kind of experienced service, online service or whatever, they see that as fresh meat or easy money, because they can come at you with a gimmick, make it sound very, two ways, just overpromise and it just sound amazing and get you hyped up on a high and emotional response to where you will not be thinking logically. You'll buy out of an emotional response, which I advise never do. Never buy when you're on an emotional high. That's why I always try to sleep on it. You always sleep on a rather large purchase. Just because you remove the emotion and you have time to think about it. That's just how I've lived my life, and it's done very well for me. The other thing is when they feed into your fear. They'll give you a list of a lot of terrible and horrible things that could possibly go wrong or go awry if you don't have their service. And that will feed into the fear of you don't have something right. And without them, you will fail miserably. Again, same scenario. Don't make any large purchase without first sleeping on it, or at least give it a day or give it time. Give it throughout the night for you to think about it and or do your research, because if they're using fear tactics to try getting your money from you, the best thing is the internet. There's information everywhere, and as much as bad information is out there, there's actually quite a bit of very good information that's at your fingertips. You can find almost anything that you need. So if they tell you this will happen and this will happen and this will happen without their services, make sure you're writing this stuff down and then immediately go on to Google or Bing or whatever you want to and look it up and actually see what repercussions would happen to you if such things happened like they said. And if you start fact checking against what they said and it's starting to not add up, don't do it. Same thing if they're just jumping on the hype or the fun, because they know when you're start up, you have capital. You have startup capital and everything. You're ready. You're in the spending mode because you need to buy things. You need to spend money to get started. The whole adage, it takes money to make money. It does. You have to have spent money and invest it into the proper things to start making a revenue for yourself. So when you're in that emotional high of spending and gathering everything you need, that's the other tactic they're going to jump on, is try like, oh yeah, you're going to do so awesome. This will take you even farther. You think you're going to make $1,000 this month? Our system, man, whatever it is, we'll make it, you make 10,000 this month. In 1 month, we can take you from 0 to 10,000. Like, it's very gimmicky. And you gotta know to look through it or try looking at it in different perspectives and really seeing it for what it is. Don't get sucked into the hype. Same thing. Write down the information that they're saying, all these promises they're making, and then what I do and love to do, go right on to Google. Bam, I start looking up ratings. You can't get away with things like you used to anymore. You just can't. If you have this random like, hey, I'm Sally, Bobbins, with so-and-so company, and we're just amazing at this and this, and we do this, and we take people from $0 to $10,000 a month, and all this stuff, make sure you're writing down that company name and what she's talking about. You look it up online, you'll see that you can find reviews for that company, and just read reviews, because that is the best thing, and you'll realize, it's like if a bunch of people are saying, 1 star, 2 star, oh, these people are gimmick, oh, it's a ripoff, is the worst money I ever spent, don't do it, you don't actually need it. Then you realize, okay, it's a gimmick. But if you go on there and it's a service that sounds very good to you, and you're like, I'm tempted, I want to know, do your research, look them up, and if it's like 5 stars, 4 star, 5 star, like excellent service, amazing, worth every penny, it's worth so much more than I had to pay, then it's like, all right, maybe this is something that I need to look into. That's a good technology or a system that I could incorporate to have that edge on, getting ahead financially or ahead in profit, make my business grow a little bit more and a little bit better. So today's video, just to kind of condense it, is specifically talking about don't get caught in gimmicks. When you're first starting out, you're going to get a lot of calls from a lot of people with their hands out wanting your money. Hang on to that money. Only spend it wisely, because once it's gone, it's gone. So the best way in the beginning of a business, the best way to have money for you is going to be more save as much as you can, because you will not be making as much as you can yet until the ball gets rolling, and then you'll start earning more. But the opposite side of earn is save. So when you're starting out, focus on saving what you can and only spend what you have to. Hope you guys enjoy this video. You guys have a great day. And as always, I'll talk to you later.